Picture yourself standing before a vast, shimmering mirror, its edges fading into the horizon of your soul's perception. This isn't just a tool of glass. It's reality itself, a living canvas painted by the unseen currents of your mind, your beliefs, your deepest essence. Welcome to the mirror principle, a timeless revelation that whispers a bold truth. The world you live in isn't some random storm crashing over you. It's a reflection of what stirs within. For you, the seeker of truth listening today, this isn't just an idea. It's a sacred gateway, a key to unveiling who you really are beneath the surface and the boundless potential waiting to bloom. The ancients grasped this mystery long ago. In the Kybalion, a cornerstone of Hermeticism, we're told, the all is mind, the universe is mental. Your reality begins where your thoughts take root. Fast forward to today, and quantum physics echoes this with its wild dance of particles shaped by observation. What does this mean for you? Every moment of your life, every heartache, every victory, every quiet wish, is a mirror, reflecting not chaos, but the inner world you've built, knowingly or not. Ever notice how a bad day snowballs when you wake up grumpy? That's the mirror at work, turning a fleeting mood into a cascade of mishaps. If fear, lack, or disconnection stare back at you, the mirror beckons you to look deeper, to the subconscious seeds you've sown. Here's the spark that lights this path ablaze. You're not just gazing at the mirror, you're shaping it. The chaos of our modern world, its hunger for wealth, its broken ties, its spiritual haze, is a collective reflection of a humanity lost from its divine core. But amid this noise, there's a call to awaken. The mirror principle shows that real change doesn't come from wrestling the reflection, frantically wiping away pain or poverty, but from shifting the image you present. Change your mind, your energy, your bond with the infinite, and the mirror must transform too. In this video, we're diving into this sacred truth, peeling back the layers of your being to uncover the power you've always carried. What hides behind the mirror? What beliefs sculpt your days? What divine flame waits to ignite? From the Upanishads' ancient chants to Carl Jung's shadowed depths, from quantum fields to the pulse of eternal energy, we'll journey together. The mirror principle is your invitation to see, to feel, to forge a reflection that shines with your truest spirit. Right now, pause and ask yourself, what am I reflecting today? That's where your awakening begins. So, we've stepped through the gateway of the mirror principle, glimpsing how reality echoes what's inside us. But what's the engine behind that reflection? What decides which pieces of you show up in the world? Let's dive now into the subconscious, that deep, quiet mirror of your soul. This isn't just some background hum in your mind. It's the master weaver, threading your beliefs into the fabric of your days. For you seekers tuning in, this is where the journey gets real, where the roots of your spirit shape the life you live. Stay with me, because we're about to uncover the hidden hand steering your mirror. Think of your subconscious as a filter, a gatekeeper sifting through the infinite. It's not loud like your everyday thoughts, those chatterboxes arguing over coffee or deadlines. No, this runs deeper, forged in the fires of your earliest years. Remember when you were a kid, soaking up everything. Your mom's worried sigh, a teacher's sharp, try harder, the TV blaring, you need this to be happy? Those moments didn't just fade. They sank in, becoming the roots of your beliefs. I'm not enough, money's a struggle, love hurts. These aren't just ideas. They're the subconscious code that reality reads. Ever notice how you keep hitting the same wall, like bills piling up no matter what? That's your deep mind, replaying its old script. Science backs this up in a wild way. In the quantum field, that cosmic soup of possibilities will hit soon. Your subconscious picks the signal. It's like a radio stuck on one station. Tune it to lack, and life crackles with scarcity. Flip it to trust, and the static clears. Look at our world today. Rushing, grabbing, scrolling. A collective subconscious hooked on never enough. But here's the magic. That filter isn't fixed. Those roots can be replanted. You're not doomed to loop the same old song. You can rewrite the playlist. How do you start? The simple but powerful. Your life's a clue, those patterns, the stuff that keeps popping up, they're your subconscious talking. Take a second now. Reflect on something that frustrates you, maybe tight finances, and ask, what belief is driving this? Don't overthink it. Just feel for that quiet whisper underneath. Like, I don't deserve more. That's the root waving at you. We're peeling this open step by step in this video, so hang on, because next we're zooming out to the infinite field that feeds it all. We've just dipped into the subconscious, that deep mirror filtering your beliefs into reality. But what's feeding that filter? What's the boundless sea where those roots drink their power? Let's soar now into the quantum field, a radiant expanse of energy, the womb of all possibilities, and the very breath of divine consciousness. For you seekers tuning in, this isn't just a science buzzword or a mystic riddle. It's the source of everything you are, the holy ground where your awakening takes flight. Hang on, because we're about to touch the infinite. Forget the idea of a universe made of hard, clunky stuff. Picture instead a shimmering field, alive with potential, where every moment, every you, hums in waiting. This isn't cold physics. It's sacred. The ancient rishis of India called it Brahman, the one awareness dreaming all forms into being. In the quiet hymns of Christian mysticism, it's the spirit moving over the waters, the divine pulse in every speck of dust. The quantum field isn't a machine. It's a living presence, holding every possibility. Your peace, your pain, your wildest becoming, like stars in an endless night. The mystics felt this truth in their bones, sitting in caves or under trees, their hearts sinking with a rhythm science is only now starting to name. This is where the mirror principle catches fire. Your subconscious dips into this divine sea, pulling out what matches its song. Whisper, I'm unworthy, and it finds threads of struggle. Sing, I am whole, and it weaves light. Our world today, its grind, its hollow rush, mirrors a collective drift from this source, a forgetting of the sacred hum we're all part of. But you can remember. You're not a speck lost in the chaos. You're a spark of the infinite, wired to call it forth. The saints and shamans knew this. They'd sink into silence, feeling the field, and miracles would ripple out. That power's in you too. How do you touch it? It's not about gadgets or equations, it's about presence. Right now, close your eyes, let the noise fade, and feel the stillness. Whisper, I am connected to all that is. That's not a wish. It's a homecoming, your soul brushing the divine. The subtle, like a breeze you don't see but know is there. We're unfolding this step by step. Settle in today. Give yourself 5 minutes of stillness, just to be. We're weaving this thread through time now, so stick with me, because next we're tapping the wisdom that's held this truth for centuries. We've just touched the quantum field, that divine hum where all possibilities dance, waiting for your call. But this isn't some shiny new discovery. It's a truth as old as time, etched into the words of sages who walked this earth long before us. Let's journey back now, to the ancient wisdom that first saw reality as a mirror, reflecting the soul's deepest song. For you seekers hungry for the roots of awakening, these traditions aren't dusty relics. They're living maps, guiding us to the same power we're unraveling in this video. Stay with me, because the past is about to light up our path like never before. Start with the Upanishads, those sacred whispers from ancient India. They tell us the world is Maya, illusion, a shimmering veil cast by the mind. You are that, they chant, meaning the outer chaos you see is just Brahman, the infinite playing hide and seek through your perception. Sound familiar? It's the mirror principle in Sanskrit robes. What you hold in your heart reflects as your life. Then there's Lao Tzu, the old master of the Tao Te Ching. He wrote, to the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. That's the mirror polished clean. When you quiet the noise inside, reality bends to reflect your peace. No struggle, no force, just flow. Now, leap to the sands of Egypt with the Kybalion, a hermetic gem that declares, as above, so below, as within, so without. This isn't poetry, it's a law. Your inner world isn't separate from the outer. It's the seed that grows the tree. These ancients didn't have quantum labs, but they felt the pulse of the universe in their bones. They saw the mirror everywhere. In the rise of empires echoing human pride, in the fall of kings reflecting unchecked greed. Today's world isn't so different. Our towers of steel and screens of light mirror a collective mind racing, rarely resting, rarely whole. What's the takeaway for you right here, right now? These traditions aren't just tales, they're tools. The Upanishads teach you to question what you see. Is the struggle real, or am I dreaming it? Lao Tzu invites you to pause. Can you sit still and let the mirror clear? The Kybalion hands you the reins. What you believe inside, you'll find outside. Give this a moment today. Sit for 5 minutes, breathe deeply, and say, I am the source, not the shadow. Feel that shift? That's ancient wisdom waking up in you, tuning your mirror to a higher note. We're building on this, weaving the old with the new, so stick around, because next we're diving into the shadows those sages dared us to face. We've just walked through the ancient halls of wisdom, seeing how the sages polished the mirror of reality with stillness and truth. Now, let's step into a modern mind that dared to face what they hinted at, the shadows within us. Enter Carl Jung, the Swiss visionary who saw the subconscious not just as a mirror, but as a dark glass holding secrets we'd rather ignore. For you seekers riding this wave of awakening, Jung's work isn't some dusty psychology lesson. It's a lantern lighting up the parts of you that shape the world you see. Stick around, because this is where the mirror gets personal. Jung called it the shadow, that hidden chunk of your soul stuffed with everything you've pushed away. Shame, fear, anger, even dreams you didn't dare chase. It's not a villain. It's you, just the parts you've locked in the basement. Here's the kicker. That shadow doesn't stay quiet. It sneaks into the mirror of your life, projecting itself as the boss you can't stand, the fight you keep having, the self-doubt that won't quit. Ever wonder why the same old patterns haunt you, no matter how hard you try to outrun them? That's the shadow waving hello, saying, look at me, or I'll keep showing up out there. But Jung didn't stop at pointing fingers, he gave us a map. He called it individuation, the journey of facing that shadow to find the gold buried inside. The mirror principle ties right in: what you deny within, you'll meet without. Ignore your fear of failure, and the mirror hands you stalled projects. Bury your rage, and it reflects as chaos in your relationships. Today's world mirrors this too. Our collective shadow of greed and disconnection spills out as fractured cities and a planet gasping for air. Yet Jung saw hope. Meet the shadow and you don't just heal, you awaken to your whole self. So how do you start? Simpler than you think, but it takes guts. Picture this: you're mad at someone, say a friend who let you down. Jung would ask, what's that anger really about? Dig past the surface, and you might find your own fear of being abandoned staring back. That's the shadow talking. Pick up a pen now. Jot down something that irks you, perhaps a persistent annoyance, and ask, where's this rooted in me? Don't judge it. Just listen. That's you stepping into the mirror, not to fight the reflection, but to embrace the source. We're rolling with this now, blending Jung's gold with ancient echoes, so stay tuned, because next we're turning science into spirit. We've just faced the shadow with Jung, seeing how the unseen parts of us cast their shapes onto the mirror of life. Now, let's flip the lens. Where does that mirror get its magic? We're diving into the wild waters of quantum science and spiritual energy, a place where the lab meets the temple, and the mind meets the divine. For you seekers riding this awakening tide, this isn't just geeky trivia or woo-woo fluff. It's the heartbeat of reality, the spark that turns your inner shift into outer truth. Stay tuned, because we're about to light up the bridge between matter and spirit. Quantum science hands us a mind-bender. Reality isn't fixed, it's fluid. Take the double-slit experiment: shoot electrons through 2 slits, and they act like waves until you watch them. Look, and they snap into particles. That's not just physics. It's a clue. Your consciousness isn't a bystander. It's a player, collapsing infinite possibilities into the now. The quantum field, that buzzing sea we touched earlier, holds every what if. You healthy, you broken, you soaring, and your energy picks the thread. Sound mystical? It is. The ancients called this energy prana, chi, the breath of life. Today we're measuring it, vibrations, frequencies, the hum behind everything. Here's where the mirror principle dances in. Your spiritual energy, your vibe, if you will, tunes the quantum dial. Stuck in fear? You're pulling low notes, and the mirror reflects struggle. Lift to gratitude or love, and it sings back abundance. Think about our world right now. Stress pinging off every screen, a collective vibe of rush and lack. That's the mirror echoing a frequency we can shift. You're not just a speck in this mess. You're a spark in the field, wired to nudge it higher. The saints and yogis knew this. They'd sit in silence, radiating peace, and villages would feel it. Science is catching up, showing meditation rewires your brain and ripples outward. So, how do you crank up that energy? It's less about doing and more about being. Start simple. Right now, close your eyes for a sec. Feel your breath, slow it down. Whisper to yourself, I'm a wave in the infinite sea. That's you syncing with the field, raising your frequency. It's not instant. Mirrors take time to catch up, but it's real. Studies show high vibe states like joy boost your cells, your focus, even your luck. In this video, we're weaving this thread through every step, so try it today. Find a quiet spot today. Spend 5 minutes in stillness, letting lightness fill you. We're rolling now, blending this spark with the grit of our modern mess, so hang tight, because next we're staring down the world's mirror. We've just brushed the quantum field, that divine sea humming with infinite possibility, a sacred pulse we're all part of. But if that's true, why does the world around us feel so heavy, so off-key? Let's turn the mirror outward now, to the modern social reality we're swimming in every day. This isn't just a backdrop of noise and news. It's a reflection, a giant, messy mirror of our collective consciousness. For you seekers listening, this is where the stakes get real. What we see out there isn't random. It's us, all of us, projected loud and clear. Stick with me because this is where awakening meets the world we live in. Look around, towers of glass and steel, screens flashing 24/7. A planet groaning under the weight of our rush. It's a circus of distraction. Scrolling feeds, chasing likes, buying stuff to fill a void that keeps growing. Carl Jung called this the disease of our age. A collective psyche split from its soul, chasing shadows instead of light. He saw society as a mirror too, reflecting not just individual quirks but the deeper currents we share. Greed, fear, disconnection, they're not just personal, they're tribal. That endless ad promising happiness in a new phone, that's our collective belief in more is better staring back. The wars, the waste, the burnout, it's the mirror shouting what we've buried. A hunger for meaning we've forgotten how to feed. But here's the twist. This mirror isn't broken. It's honest. The quantum field we touch doesn't judge. It reflects. Our modern mess is what happens when a billion subconscious minds tune to lack of time, love, worth, and the field delivers. Think of it like a radio signal. We're broadcasting static, and the static's playing back loud. Ever feel that hum of stress just walking through a city? That's the collective vibe, a frequency we've all dialed into. But Jung saw a way out. He said facing our shared shadow could heal us, not just as people but as a people. The mirror principle agrees. What we shift together changes together. So where does that leave you? You're not powerless in this crowd. Every heart that wakes up tweaks the signal. Start small. Notice the chaos today, maybe the news screaming fear, and ask, what's this reflecting in me? Is it impatience? Anxiety? That's your piece of the collective mirror. Don't fight it. See it. Then breathe. Let it soften. And think, I choose peace instead. That's you nudging the dial. It's subtle, but it ripples. Science shows kindness spreads. Stress eases when one of us shifts. We're mapping this out, so try it. Spot the mirror today, tweak your tune. We're rolling now because next we're cracking why that mirror takes its sweet time to shift. We've just stared into the mirror of our modern world, seeing how our collective consciousness paints a picture of rush and rift. But here's the question nagging at us. If the mirror principle is real, if we can shift what's inside to change what's out there, why doesn't it happen fast? Why do the bills still stack up? The chaos still hum, even when we're trying to tune to peace? Let's unpack this now. The delay of reflection, a law of time woven into awakening. For you seekers riding this journey, this isn't a glitch. It's a sacred rhythm, and we're about to dance with it. Hang tight because this changes everything. Start with the basics. Your mind moves like lightning. Think, I'm enough. And it's there, bright and alive. But the world, the slower, denser, like molasses rolling downhill. Science nods here. Quantum shifts might spark in an instant, but matter's got weight. This energy packed tight, and tight things take time to unwind. Ever plant a seed and stare at the dirt, waiting for green? That's the game. Your inner shift is the seed, but the mirror of reality needs seasons to bloom. This isn't failure. It's physics meeting patience, a cosmic lag between I choose and I see. The ancients wrapped this in spirit. In Buddhism, they call it karma, the law of cause and effect stretching across time. You toss a pebble of fear into your subconscious years ago, and the ripples hit shore today as a dry bank account or a cold shoulder. Shift to trust now, and the ripples still need to roll out. The mirror's catching up. It's not punishment. It's timing. Look at our world. Centuries of collective greed don't vanish with one good vibe. They fade slow, like echoes in a canyon. But here's the gold. Every shift you make now is a pebble for tomorrow's shore. So how do you ride this delay? It's about trust, not rush. Picture this. You decide today, I'm abundant. But the mirror still shows empty pockets. Don't flinch, that's yesterday's echo. Hold the new tune, feel it deep because the field's listening. Catch yourself today. When doubt sneaks in, like, money's still not here. Pause, take a breath, and whisper, I trust the seed I've sown. That's not blind hope. It's aligning with the law of time. Science backs it. Studies show steady belief rewires your brain, nudges your actions, and tilts the odds. We're building this brick by brick, so stick with it. 5 minutes of trust today beats a lifetime of panic. We're rolling into the next layer now because what you think isn't just words, it's power. We've just danced with the delay of reflection, learning how time tempers the mirror's shift from seed to bloom. But what's the seed itself? What are you planting in that deep soil of your soul? Let's zoom in now to the content of your thoughts, the quiet language your subconscious speaks to the universe. For you seekers flowing with this awakening, this isn't just mind chatter. It's the brushstroke painting your reality, the whisper that turns possibility into presence. Stay with me because this is where your power gets sharp. Here's the deal. Your subconscious doesn't care about your mood. It's deaf to, I'm mad or I'm happy. It listens to the story behind it. Carl Jung saw this in the psyche's depths. What you dwell on isn't just noise. It's a script. Say, I hate my job over and over, and the mirror doesn't reflect hate. It hands you more dead-end days, more clock-watching dread. Why? Because my job stinks is the content. The blueprint your subconscious feeds the field. Joseph Murphy nailed this in The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. He said your deep mind's like a fertile garden. Plant weeds, get thorns. Plant flowers, get beauty. The mirror's literal, it builds what you say. Now add energy to the mix. Thoughts aren't just words. They're vibes. Fear's a low hum, heavy and slow. Love's a high note, light and fast. Ever notice how stewing on, I'll never make it, drags you down? Your shoulders slump, your steps falter? That's the frequency locking in, and the mirror matches it with roadblocks. Flip it, I'm unstoppable. And feel that lift? Your chest opens, your energy soars, and reality starts humming back possibility. Our world's a mess of low vibes, ads yelling you're not enough, news feeding panic. That's the collective script we're swimming in, but you can rewrite your lines. How do you shift it? It's about focus and feel. Murphy said to impress your subconscious, you've got to believe it's already true. Picture this now. Choose something you crave, maybe peace, and don't just imagine it, let it sink into your core. Close your eyes, picture a calm moment, a quiet lake, a soft breeze, and say, I am peace now. Let that warmth sink in 5 minutes, no rush. That's not wishing, it's programming, tuning the mirror with a high vibe seed. Jung would add, watch what you repeat. Every I can't is a brick in the wall. We're stacking these tools, so lean in, plant one good thought today, feel it deep. We're rolling now because next we're breaking the loop that keeps the old mirror stuck. We've just tuned into the language of thought, planting seeds in the subconscious to shift the mirror's tune. But here's the catch. Why do we keep seeing the same old reflection, lack, loops, limits, even when we're trying to rewrite the script? Let's break it open now. The mirror cycle, that sneaky trap most of us spin in, and how to flip it on its head. For you seekers flowing through this awakening, this isn't just a tweak. It's a revolution, turning you from a puppet of illusion to a creator of truth. Hang on, because we're about to rewrite the rules. Picture the usual loop. You look out, bills, stress, a world on fire, and it hits you. You feel small, stuck, so your mind paints that picture, and the mirror throws it right back. More bills, more stress. That's the cycle. See, feel, reflect, repeat. The ancient Hindus called this Maya illusion. A dream the mind spins, mistaking the reflection for the real deal. You're not broke because the world says so. You're broke because you bought the story the mirror sold you. Our society's hooked on this, billboard screaming. You need this, news shouting be afraid. And we nod, feeding the loop. But here's the wake-up call. You don't have to dance to that drum. Reversing the cycle starts with a bold move. Turn your back on the reflection. Stop letting what's out there, what's already bloomed, dictate the seed. The Upanishads say it's all a play of consciousness. You're the dreamer, not the dreamed. So pick the image first. Peace, power, plenty, and hold it. Feel it like it's already yours. Don't peek at the mirror to check if it's working. That's the old trap. Our world didn't shift from horse carts to highways by staring at dirt roads. Someone dreamed steel and steam first. You're that dreamer now, crafting from the inside out. How do you do it? Start today. Pick one thing you want. Say, calm amid the storm. Close your eyes. See it. Your breath steady, your heart light. Chaos just noise in the wind. Say, this is me now. And sit with that vibe, 5 minutes. No glancing at the mess outside. That's you breaking the loop. Telling the mirror, I lead. You follow. It's not instant. The delay's still there, but it's alive. Every sage who lit up a village with peace did this. They saw the glow before the flame. We're flipping the script together, so try it. Dream first, then watch the ripples. We're rolling now because next we're forging the identity that makes this stick. Now that we've flipped the mirror cycle, choosing creation over illusion, what's the next step to make this shift stick? Let's dive into the heart of it now. Building a divine identity, the new image you hold up to the mirror of reality. For you seekers flowing through this awakening, this isn't just a makeover. It's a rebirth, a reclaiming of the sacred spark you've always been. Hang on, because we're about to forge the you that the universe can't help but reflect back in dazzling ways. Carl Jung called this individuation, not just patching up the old self, but crafting a whole one, rooted in the divine. It's like finding the gold after facing the shadow we talked about earlier. Your identity isn't the job title, the scars, or the stories you've worn like a coat. It's deeper, a flame of the infinite. A Course in Miracles puts it blunt and beautiful. I am as God created me, not broken, not small, but a light woven from the same stuff as the stars. That's the image to plant because the mirror principle doesn't mess around. It reflects what you claim. Our world's obsessed with dim labels, worker, winner, loser. But you're here to claim creator. This isn't fluffy talk. It's a shift with teeth. Every I am you speak rewires your subconscious. That gatekeeper we met at the start. Say, I am weak, and the mirror builds a cage. Say, I am boundless. And it cracks open the sky. Energy's key here. Feel it like it's real now. Our society's stuck mirroring, I am not enough. Ads, hustle, comparison. But you can break that mold. Imagine a you who walks in peace, who radiates strength, who knows the divine isn't out there, but in here. That's the new script. How do you build it? Start with words that sing. Stand up now. Shut your eyes and declare, I am a spark of the divine, whole and free, for 5 minutes. Repeat it, 5 minutes, but don't just say it. Feel it. Picture light flooding your chest, your feet rooted in power, your breath steady as the tide. That's not pretending. It's programming, etching a new, I am, into the mirror's code. Jung would say it's meeting your highest self. A Course in Miracles calls it truth. Doubt might creep in. Who am I to claim this? But that's the old reflection talking. Trust the seed like we learned with the delay. In this video, we're stacking these bricks, so lean in. Say it today, feel it deep. We're rolling now because next we're clearing the junk that clouds the shine. Now that we've forged a divine identity, claiming the spark that rewrites the mirror's song, what's holding it back from shining full force? Let's peel away the last layer now. Letting go, clearing the mirror of the mind of all the junk clouding its glow. For you seekers riding this awakening wave, this isn't just decluttering. It's liberation. A stripping down to the pure essence you've always been. Stay with me, because we're about to lighten the load and let the real you reflect clear as day. Think of your mind like a still pond. Every old grudge, every should have been, every fear you clutch, they're rocks you've tossed in, rippling the surface, distorting the mirror. Zen masters saw this plain. Hold on and you're stuck. Let go and the water calms, showing the sky as it is. They called it no self. Not some bleak emptiness, but a freedom from the ego's baggage. That fight with your sister 5 years ago, you're not mad at her now. You're mad at the story you keep replaying. The mirror doesn't care about truth. It reflects what you grip. Our world's a mess of gripping. Grabbing status, hoarding regrets, clouding the collective glass we all share. But here's the magic. You can drop the rocks. The mirror principle thrives on this. Let go of the old, and the new identity we built gets room to breathe. Clinging to I was wronged keeps the mirror dusty. Releasing it polishes it clean. It's not erasing the past. It's cutting the strings. Buddhist monks sit with this daily, watching thoughts like clouds, not chains. You don't have to fix the reflection out there. You free the mind in here, and the out there follows. Society's hooked on holding, scroll back through X and its grudge city, but you can step off that ride. How do you let go? It's less about force, more about flow. Try this today. Pick one weight, maybe guilt over a mischance. Close your eyes, breathe slow, and see it. A gray stone in your hand. Say, I don't need this anymore. And picture it sinking into a river gone. 5 minutes, just release, no judging, no fighting. Feel your chest lighten? That's the mirror clearing. If tears come, let them. Zen calls it the great unbinding. Science nods too. Letting go cuts stress. Freeze your brain for now. We're shedding these layers together. So lean in, drop one rock today, watch the ripples fade. We're rolling now because next we're cranking up the energy to match this clean slate. We've just cleared the mirror of the mind, shedding the weights to let our divine spark breathe free. But how do we stoke that spark into a blazing torrent? How do we wake the sleeping giant of energy within? Let's dive deep now. Raising your energy, plugging into the quantum field with a force that rewires your soul from root to crown. For you seekers flowing with this awakening, this isn't a gentle nudge. It's a thunderous surge, a direct tap into the infinite pulse weaving all existence. Hang on, because we're about to unleash a current that'll set the mirror alight. Energy's your lifeline, your prana, your vibration, the raw juice you send rippling into the field. Lynn McTaggart's The Field maps it. Your intent bends reality's fabric, water crystals shift under focus, a whisper of your frequency syncing with the quantum sea. Low vibes, fear, slump, drag the mirror into mud. High vibes, love, fire. Soar it to the stars. Yogis cracked this code centuries back with Kundalini, the coiled serpent at your spine's base. In Tantra, it's Shakti, divine feminine power, rising to kiss Shiva, pure consciousness, at your crown. It's not folklore. It's a furnace, energy coiled tight, ready to climb your chakras and wake every cell. Our world's choking on low hums, screen glare, shallow gasps, X's endless churn, but you're wired to burn through that haze. Kundalini's the real deal, a raw ascent from earth to ether. Start at Muladhara, your root chakra, tailbone grounded, red as blood. Sit tall, lotus if you can, breathe deep, 4 counts in, 4 out. See that red spinning steady as rock. Chant Lam, low and slow, feel it rumble, waking the coil. Maybe a tingle, maybe heat. Lift it to Svadhisthana, sacral, below your navel orange, fluid, Vam, humming, creativity stirring like a river. Then Manipura, solar plexus, yellow, fierce. Ram, igniting power pulsing through your gut. Push higher to Anahata, heart, green, wide. Yam blooming, love flooding your chest. Vishuddha, throat, blue, ham, truth ringing clear. Ajna, third eye, indigo, Om, vision piercing the dark. Finally, Sahasrara, crown, white light, silence exploding into everything. That's the ladder. Climb it slow, 5 minutes at least. Feel the surge weave you into the field. This isn't just yoga hype, science tracks the sparks. Kundalini spikes theta waves, sinking brain to gut, cutting cortisol, flooding you with coherence. McTaggart's experiments show intent shifts the field. Your Shakti's doing that, bending the mirror with every Om. Ever feel a jolt, like lightning racing your spine? Or a hum that lifts your skull? That's prana cracking open, your signal syncing with the infinite. Society's low drone, traffic snarls, ad screams, fades when you tune this high. Picture this. A yogi in a cave, 500 BC, breathing fire up his spine. Villages felt the peace without knowing why. You're that conduit now. How do you fire it up? Try it today. Sit quiet, root down, breathe that 4/4 rhythm. Start at Muladhara, red, lamb, and climb, chakra by chakra, feeling each one wake, tingling warm, alive. If it's too much, sway your spine soft, like a snake, and hum, Sat Nam, I am truth. 5 minutes, 10 if you're hooked. Feel the burn, the lift. That's not fluff. It's you plugging in, a live wire to the field. We're stoking the step by step, so lean in, light it up today, watch the mirror catch the glow. We're rolling now because next we're locking this current into daily rhythm. We've just lit up our energy, syncing with the quantum field to let our divine spark hum loud and clear. But how do we keep that fire burning? How do we make this awakening stick when life throws curveballs? Let's ground it now with the practice journey. Confirmation and consistency, the daily dance that turns flickers into flames. For you seekers flowing through this isn't just routine. It's the forge where your new reality takes shape. Hang on, because we're about to weave this into your everyday. First, let's talk tools. Start with a gratitude journal. Sounds simple, but it's dynamite. Each night, scribble 3 things that lit you up. Maybe a kind word, a warm sun, a quiet breath. Carl Jung would say this trains your mind to spot the gold, not the grit. It's not ignoring the mess. It's tuning the mirror to there's good here. Then, try mirror meditation. Sit, look into your eyes, really look, and say, I see you, I am enough. 5 minutes, feel the stillness. It's raw, like meeting your soul face to face, rewiring that old, not enough, tape. The subconscious drinks it in, and the reflection shifts, slow, sure, steady. Now, confirmation's key. The mirror's lag means change creeps in quiet, new calm in traffic, a random smile from a stranger. Don't miss it. Jot it down, say, that's my seed sprouting. Jung called this synchronicity, little winks from the universe saying you're on track. Our world's loud, headlines, hustle. But these whispers prove your vibes moving the needle. Consistency seals it. Skip a day, and the old loop sneaks back. 5 minutes of gratitude. 5 staring into your soul. 10 minutes total every day. That's the rhythm beating doubt into dust. Challenges will hit, doubt's the big one. This isn't working. Your mind whines when the bank's still dry. Jung saw this as the shadow flexing, testing your grit. Don't fight it. Ask, what's this teaching me? Maybe patience, maybe trust. Fear's another beast. Society's wired it in, ex-post dripping panic. Breathe through it. Say, I choose my signal. Science backs this. Daily practice cuts stress, sharpens focus, your brain bends to the habit. One slip isn't failure. It's a nudge to restart. We're building this brick by brick, so lean in, start tonight. 3 gratitudes, 5 minutes in the mirror. Watch the shift, confirm the wins. We're rolling now because next we're tying it all into one blazing whole. Here we are at the edge of full awakening, where the mirror of your mind meets the vast reflection of love and collective consciousness. For you seekers who've walked this path with me, this isn't just a finish line. It's a launch, a moment to see how far your light can stretch, not just for you, but for the world. Stay with me, because we're about to tie every thread of this journey into a blaze that lights up everything. Awakening boils down to love, plain, raw, unstoppable. Every step we've taken, clearing the junk, raising the vibe, claiming the divine, it's all been kindling for this fire. Love's the highest note you can sing, the frequency that tunes the mirror to peace, to wholeness. Picture it. You, steady in the chaos, radiating warmth, not because the world's fixed, but because you've tapped the source. That's what Jung was digging for in individuation, what A Course in Miracles hammers home. I am as God created me, not small, not broken, but a spark of the infinite. Our world's mirror, scarred with greed, fear, division, shifts when enough of us shine this instead. One heart wakes, and the collective stirs. Teilhard de Chardin dreamed big. He called it the new sphere, a web of minds weaving humanity into one glowing whole. The quantum field says he's onto something. Your energy doesn't stop at you. It ripples, touches, lifts. Ever feel a crowd hush when someone walks in with real peace? That's the mirror-bending, collective style. Today's mess. X rants, planet gasps. It's the old signal begging for a new one. You're the alchemist now, turning mud to gold, not just for your corner, but for all of us. The mirror principle seals it. What you reflect, grows. Love's the seed that spreads. How do you live it? Keep the daily grind. Gratitude, mirror stares, but layer in this. See love everywhere. Today, lock eyes with someone. A stranger, a thorn in your side, and think, they're me, reflecting back. 5 minutes, feel that tie warm, real, alive. That's not soft talk. It's rewiring the collective subconscious we've traced from the jump. Science backs it. Connection spikes oxytocin, sinks hearts, spreads calm. We've built this step by step, so take it, shine love today, watch it bloom. You're not just waking up, you're waking us up. This is the flame guiding the way, a mirror of unity over fracture. Share this light, drop your spark in the comments. Let's ripple it out together. Thank you for this journey. Now go, be the reflection the world's craving.